Hello, here is BB Walker studio in new place, in a garage, and I have prepared some setup in here to have a light practice with the PSR S670 as a drum machine, and of course the electric guitar, this Yamaha, and all the stuff I'm recording now is with one Zoom H4 as a 4-channel simultaneous recording, and my goal is to record all the tracks. The electric guitar amplified by Marshall Code and this microphone, because I have this additional microphone and it's pretty good. Shotgun SI Electronics Promic laser condensed microphone, so I'm using it, and we're recording in Zoom H4. And other interesting features is a drum machine is this Yamaha and 2 sustain pedals as a foot controllers to change the transition. If you are interested, I will explain all of this in a moment, but now let's try how this works, if it works actually. So we got here a guitar. Of course, all the tracks, this mic also gets the guitar, because as you can see, I don't have my ears. So all the monitoring is going to me. I think it's the best way to have some training practice. Okay, so let's try how it works. So okay, so it was a simple demonstration. How could you practice it as alone and record this actually as a live performance? And the basic concept, the basic goal that I want to achieve using this very simple, not expensive setup is to record without the computer or USB interface. So you have to be portable. You don't have to take software, USB connects, multi-tracks. And the second goal, so the first goal is to record without computer. The second goal is to record simultaneously 4 tracks separately. Of course, I here have a free sound source, which is vocal on this microphone, which is guitar using second mic, and the Yamaha PSR. Of course, the PSR, as you know, have the possibility to record on the USB stick. Okay, so disable the Marshall for a moment, and now we have a pure, simple quietly. So the basic goal for this recording was to have anything on the Zoom H4 and to have all those three tracks, I mean guitar, vocals and drums, on separate tracks, so you will be able to set up the mix, make the volume control, equalizing and stuff like this. So I'm also using this feature of this sustain pedals, very simple sustain pedal, and I get two of sustain pedals, same company, different colors, and give me the possibility to, if I start the style, for example, this indie rock, and by pressing the pedal, I switch to another transition, and by pressing the second pedal, I go back down. So you can actually attach any functions, almost any function, using those two sustain pedals. They work as a switch on-off. They have the polarity change, so it could be normally open or normally closed. It's a very simple maybe I take the camera so you will be able to see more what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is how this setup works. So basically two sustain pedals connected. There are simple jack inputs that you are connecting to sustain pedal 1 and sustain pedal 2. This is a power, and this is the output directly to Zoom to record the output from, because the second goal for me was to record all the tracks that will be synchronized. I don't have to, of course I can record here using the USB audio recording, but I don't want to do this. I just wanted to have a simple tracks in synchronized, so the timing is perfect. And as you can see now I'm talking, so the mic number 2 is the input XLR from this Rode M3 condensed microphone. So let's go back to these foot controllers. I mean, there are sustain pedals, but as you can see, if I'm pressing now, it changes style to another. Pressing the second, it's going up. So in this video, I will also show you how to program this sustain pedals foot switch. So actually you can use this foot switch sustain pedals as a foot switch controller. Of course, there are controllers that you can buy, MIDI controllers, and plug it, but they cost a lot of. And maybe you are looking for something pure that allows you to play the guitar and switch the styles, drums, or start style, stop style. Actually, you have a lot of possibilities to assign. And now I will show you how to set up those controls. So basically you press the function button, and you go to the selection on menu 1. So use a tab to go to menu 1 and go to controller. You are here in controller, press enter, and you have seen that my first foot pedal is assigned to the operation called fill up. The second is fill down. So if I press the fill up or fill down with the styles. And there's also a lot of other possibilities. You have the fill break, you could enable ending or intro, or go to particular section, synchro start, synchro stop, tap tempo. You can use this foot pedal to tap tempo. But the most important thing is if you want to assign it, because in Yamaha the second foot pedal is normally used as a volume pedal, which means there is no on-off two states, switch on-off, but there is a resistance, there is a smooth transition from one position to another, so you can use it as a volume controller, for example. But if you want to have all these options available from for the pedal number 1 and pedal number 2, and you could just select the arrow, and now you are on the controlling foot pedal number 2. You have to disable all this. Actually, it have to look like this. So disable all the features for changing style songs. They have the first row of this. So this one, the changing lyrics, have to be exactly the same like the second. And this will allows you to let's change, for example, the pedal number 1 to have the action called tap tempo. It's also interesting features. Let's try how it works. So now I'm using this. As you can see, it starts with my tempo that I have made using this foot controller. And the second still is to change the volume. So if I press it, it's changed to another. And you can also press. So let's stop. So as you can see, of course you have only 2 actions that you could attach, because there's only 2 sustain switch pedals. But what is the advantage of this, and why I'm talking about it? Because if you don't want to buy a foot controller, MIDI foot controller, the cheapest that I have found on the internet was about $150 with a connection to USB, and then you can program all the actions you want. But using those 2 simple switches, they cost me about, I don't know, maybe $3 per one. So it's really cheap alternative to have some automation under your feet. And I think it's worth, because you can practice without the drummer and have this transition. So you have some articulation, you have some great things. So okay. Let's change this function again to controller. I have this setup now, so I am able to show you how it works if you connect but doesn't matter. Remember only one thing. All those must be disabled, and the second line must be disabled, because if they will be enabled here, you won't be able to see all the features like tap tempo, and you will be seeing only the very limited functions for the volume pedal. I mean, volume up, volume down, slow up. Okay, so at the end, let's do some live performance again, and see you later. I will put the camera back. Without editing, no cutting. All videos are yeah, sure. I have switched to tap tempo, the function of the pedal. And another tip that it could be useful, if you use the registration memory, you could have all these actions in memory. So for example, on the registration bank number 1, you have the action for fill up, fill down. For another, you have the transition for tap tempo. So you, with one pressing of the hand, you have switch the another options for pedal, so you don't have to enter the menu controller and changing. Fill up. This is what I wanted to achieve. So let's go again. Don't want. Those of you who are interested more in guitars than the studio setup, Yamaha Pacifica 112, made in Indonesia, with the humbucker. Now is the humbucker, and this style is called the classic metal after the upgrade of the software of the Marshall Code. It's on the number 8, the preset of number 8. So if you like this video and you want to have more this conception video in this scenario, I also have a new things. It's the foot controller from Marshall. It's especially designed for the Code series. So if it's a programmable foot switch to have some fun with this Marshall. So if you are interested in this Marshall and you want to make, if you want to make me this video for you, so just give me a comment below the video. And see you later. Thanks for watching. It was BB Walker.